Trade recap time.
So, trade recaps for the day. Heading into market open, 4 hourly on NQ was bearish. Here was the high, not close above. Then there was this high, not close above. So 4 hours bearish. And on ES before market open, this was also bearish because here's the high. We have closed above now, but that candle hadn't closed yet. So we were bearish on both, which means we're looking for 1 minute long and overall shorts. So, for our buyers today, we had on the 4 hour a fib retracement from the high to the low. Sorry, this low. And we marked out key areas with this 4 hour imbalance. And we had 4 hour equilibrium here, this blue line that I marked off as a purple line. And then also this level is for retracement as well. So we had that. And that was our high time frame point of interest. Same on NASDAQ. We had the fib retracement. That one, that's the lower one. Same, we had this level marked out, 50% mark, this level, and the 4 hour imbalance. So that's what we want to long up to go lower. And our targets to fulfill our bias was on the daily time frame, a fib retracement from the low to the high, 50% mark, and then these levels. Marked out these green lines, same on ES, this low to this high, 50% mark, and all these lines marked out in green. So we're looking for 1 minute longs. So we want low time frame liquidity to be swept. We had these 15-minute lows and we sweep them. We sweep them out, we get a 1 minute break of structure here, along with also invalidating this imbalance. So that should have been our entry. I didn't have the conviction, you could say, to enter, but then our stops 20 points below. 111. Call it there. And then our hourly highs were here. So we also had these hourly highs marked out. Hourly highs here, hourly imbalance. That was also our high time frame point of interest. And that would have been a winning trade. And then I tried to catch a move up to those purple lines we mentioned and other hourly highs, in which I saw the 1 minute imbalance here get filled and 1 minute equilibrium from the low to the high get filled. I entered off that candle reaction. Our stops were below these lows. Our target was those hourly highs because I wanted to see NQ push up to these retracement levels to then go lower again, which didn't happen, and I ended up closing this position out after that 1 minute imbalance got disrespected, which was a good decision. So on that trade we lost $360, and that was solely down to FOMO, I believe, because we had already missed this 1 minute move up to high time frame points of interest in the form of hourly highs and hourly fair value gaps. So that was me just like, oh, I've missed it, I'm just going to enter anyway. So once high time frame points of interest have been hit, following our bias, don't trade on the 1 minute anymore. We wait for that 5 minute break of structure. But moving on to ES now, we had come up and took out that 4 hour equilibrium mark. That's the form of our high time frame point of interest, and also swept out hourly highs up here. And we got a 5 minute break of structure. Here's the low, closed beneath it. There's our 5 minute break of structure. So I marked out our 5 minute order block, this candle up that swept liquidity and equilibrium. So that was our 5 minute order block, along with 5 minute equilibrium from this high to this low. And then we come into the order block, come into equilibrium, we get a 1 minute break of structure. I entered. My target was just, because realistically these are our high time frame bearish bias targets, but The 4 hour had broken structure by this point, so I just had my target, the midpoint of this imbalance on the 5 minute, which got hit, and then we've pushed up after that. So that was quite a good take profit for me. And I think the bias has now flipped bullish overall because the 4 hour has broken ES. So these won't get hit, these green lines, but we capitalized on a short down move following our strategy, which I'm happy with. Still, that was our trade. And then on NQ, we did get that 5 minute break, and I was watching this. We got that 5 minute break, we got that 5 minute imbalance and 5 minute equilibrium. We came up, we filled it, we got a 1 minute break, but I didn't enter because ES was reacting quite nicely off of this take profit and pushing higher, so I didn't enter. And I'm going to add this to the strategy later on. Max 2 trade today on any of the indexes, but whichever gives us the entry first. So we take one trade in the 1 minute long, then one trade on the 5 minute short. And we'd already taken this 5 minute ES short in line with our bias, and I wasn't looking at taking another. So on the day, we lost $360 and then made $512 on that ES trade. We marked it in the journal, this one and this one. We've learned, again, learning from our losses, always important. But that is our trade recap for today. So that we had that NQ loss trying to get a 1 minute long up to here, but we'd already hit high time frame points of interest. And ES, we hit the high time frame point of interest, got a 5 minute break, came into 5 minute order block in equilibrium, 1 minute break of structure, entered short, targeted here. We risked $350 on this trade, so 0.35%, and we risked, well, we had originally risked, oh my god, risked $700 ish on this trade, but we closed out early after that 1 minute imbalance got disrespected, because that was the confluence I was using, and my idea became invalidated at that point, and we'd already filled this hourly imbalance quite nicely. So that's our trade recap for the day. Super happy with this trade. Stuck to our strategy perfectly. With that 1 minute long up to the high time frame point of interest, we could have maybe captured this. We had 5 minute lows swept out, a 1 minute break of structure, and then also invalidated that imbalance on this candle. So perhaps that should have been a trade we took today. But it's all just about being on the right pair at the right time to spot the right things, and this wasn't to be. We also lacked conviction and confidence here, entering off that invalidation and break of structure. So that's something to work on, just gaining confidence in entering on that 1 minute. But overall, good trading day. We had no news other than this a long time before market open. Tomorrow, we have got news half an hour into market open, which we will be waiting for. But that's wrapping up the trade recap for the day. I hope this helped. And yeah, good day. Peace.